would it be okay for me to deny having sex with a man knowing that he has another sexual partner currently?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then that's just your perspective of insecurity. But for me, I only wouldn't do it because I'm insecure. No, but I would only
that's
not
moral
have sex.
epistemology. That's not insecurity.
I would only be wary of a body count based off of my own personal insecurity of not fulfilling the type of intimacy that they are seeking, whether they've had a lot of sexual partners due to, you know, a sex addiction or due to corn consumption or anything else.
Okay.
It would be coming from a place of insecurity for
things.
me personally, but I'm not saying
Sure.
for everyone, but for me personally.
I'll grant all of that as being true, and I'll ask you the same exact question. Your 16-year-old son comes to you, and let's say he's 18, and he says, I really like this girl, and I really wanted to rail her, but you know, Mom, she f***ed another dude 10 hours ago, and that just kind of grosses me out. That would be him being insecure?
I would say if you really like her and you're willing to have an open conversation with her about exclusivity or not continuing that, then you should. But if it's something that makes you feel insecure, which I think if there's no risk of STDs, no risk of anything.
It's just gross.
I mean, to me, it's gross, but I think it comes from a place of insecurity. What's the difference between having sex yesterday and me having sex 2 years ago?
So then,
what if someone had a body count of 80 but hasn't had sex in 10 years?
Okay, fine.
Does that make them more pure?
No, so then backing that up the
wait, can I offer my question?
Well, you just answered.
No.
So
I'm offering a question. If I say hypothetically, there's a person who has a body count of 80 people, but they've been abstinent for 5 years, are they less gross than a girl who has a body count of 2 who had sex yesterday?
Yes.
Because they've been abstinent for 10 years, even though their body count's 80?
That's still less gross, yeah, than fucking a chick who might still have another man's jizz in her. Now,
well, why are you assuming she's having unsafe sex?
Going back the other direction, then, from your particular logic. Let's just go over your particular logic here. If that is a place of insecurity, then wouldn't it not be true that the most secure thing you could do if you liked this girl and he really wanted to rail her and she really wanted to have sex with him and he just said I was a little bit grossed out by it, the most secure thing he could do would be to have sex with her, right?
I think the original argument was just asking if caring about body count was insecurity, which I agree with.
Yeah, I know
I
what
think
the original argument was. Can you answer my question?
Yeah, I'm answering. I don't think that it's a more secure thing because it's a completely different conversation as someone having sex, you know, a couple hours ago is a different conversation than their body count.
It's gross in different ways.
Yeah.
It's gross in different ways.
Concept. So I'm not saying that is insecurity. I'm saying the original argument stems from insecurity to some level.
Yes,
but I think
know,
it's
and that's why I'm
totally
bringing the
valid.
argument back.
And I don't think it's insecure to choose not to have sex with someone who is just sexually active. But I think for some people it could be an insecurity thing. For me, it would be a hygiene issue.
So now we get into nuance. So let me ask you this. Why would it be insecure if this is the case and they have this preference and they say no? You say that's not insecurity and it's not the most secure thing you could do to then have sex with that person. Why would it be insecure if they extrapolated that out over more time?
I believe the insecurity comes in the format of caring about the actual quantity of sexual partners, and the only reason I have that perspective is because for me personally it comes from a place of insecurity.
Okay, yeah, I know that you keep saying that.
Yeah, but what's even your question?
I still haven't gotten an answer to this. First, you said it was insecure of him not to do this thing from 10 hours ago. They had a clean bill of health. Then you said, wait, it's not the most secure thing they could do.
No, I didn't say it was. I didn't.
Okay, go
but
ahead
you're telling
again.
me I
We'll
said something that I didn't say. And if you replayed any of what I had just said, I did not say that. I said
okay, well then let me just ask you yes or no's. I'm not going to give you any loaded questions. I promise none of them will be loaded.
Simple yes or no.
Yes or no. Is it insecure if your son came to you, he's 18 years old, he said, hey, this woman I really, really, really like her, she really likes me, had sex 10 hours ago, and that grosses me out, so I don't want to have sex with her?
I would say that's no problem, and you should wait and
That's
see.
not my question. Is it insecure?
Not if it's a hygiene issue.
No. Okay, great. Well, okay, hygiene issue. She has a clean bill of health. She has a clean, I told you, it's baked in. She has a clean bill of health. There's no hygiene issue.
What if her pH
He
balance
just is
is off?
grossed.
Yeah.
Hang on, he's just grossed out.
I
He's just
think-
grossed the fuck out by it.
I think
Is
this
that
kinda dives
insecure
in-
that he
Ick.
doesn't want to hump a chick who's
It's
full
ick.
of another man's
That's
jizz?
totally fine.
I-
He doesn't
I
have
think
to.
this also dives into having standards.
No, I think she needs to answer the question. Answer my question. Is it insecure of him to not want
I
to do
already
that,
answered
or
your
isn't
question.
it?
I said no, it's not insecure of him.
Yeah, but
I
you
think
said because of
caring
a
about-
hygienic issue.
it-
I'm saying
but
there's no
you don't
hygiene
understand.
issue present.
These conversations go through a plethora of different components. Did he have sex 10 hours ago?
That's fucking
No.
disgusting.
If he didn't have sex 10 hours ago, then
Huh?
it is not coming from insecurity. But if he had sex yesterday and he's judging her for having sex yesterday, it does come from a place of insecurity. Does that make sense?
So then if he's chaste and she's not chaste and he doesn't want to have sex with her over a 5-year plan, wouldn't that be the same exact logic applied and he's not being insecure?
I have no idea what you just said.
For shizzle.
I know you don't, but I'll try it again.
Okay.
Assume that this is extrapolated over 5 years and he has chastity and she doesn't not have chastity. And he finds out she's slept with 60 men. How does the same logic not apply here for his preference?
I think it is a different scenario.
It's a
Yeah,
different-
well, but it's the same logic
It's a
applied to the
different
scenario.
Okay, so hypothetically, as I said earlier, you said it would be better if someone had been abstinent for 5 years but had a body count of 80
I
versus
didn't say
someone who-
anything about better. I was testing your logic. You weren't testing mine.
Okay, anyways, thank you so much. Had a great night.
Wait, we got more questions. We got more questions here, okay? Body count. So did we go all the way around on body count?
No.
You answered, right?
I don't remember, honestly.
I think you answered,
Yeah, I
correct?
think so.
You're too far away from the mic.
Yes, it does matter.
It might be helpful if you scoot your chair into the table, but okay, what's your answer?
Yeah, it does matter.
Wait, you never revealed, by the way. You are.
Yes, a virgin, and I'm waiting for marriage.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Killer of
Killer
cereal.
of Cereal donated $200. A woman insecure for having a high body count while saying a guy is insecure for caring about it? What reason does woman have for jeopardizing her self-worth by whoring out to live out of her means?
Anybody want to bite on that? I have a question afterwards. Anybody?
No.
Bueller? Bueller? Sorry, kill of cereal. I don't know. They don't get it. Okay. Nobody wants to buy it? What? Women insecure for having a high body count while saying a guy's insecure for caring about it. What reason does women have for jeopardy? Okay. Some of you said body count doesn't matter, shouldn't matter, whatever. What's your body count? Starting with you. Go ahead.